In Chinese, our eyes, nose, and mouth are not just parts of our face. They are building blocks for other characters and words. Today, we're going to disassemble face, take all these parts out, and unlock the secret behind these ancient 5 characters. Let's start with the eyes. Mu. Mu. It's definitely the pictogram of an eye. However, the ancient people had to flip it vertically in order to fit the long, narrow bamboo strips, the main writing material long before paper was invented. Mu itself means eye, but today in everyday life, we say 眼睛 instead. You can find mu on the right side in both of them. 眼 includes the whole visual system, while 睛 means the eyeball or the pupil. 睛 is just one part of 眼. The other parts, 睫, the eyelash, 前, eyelid, or even 眉, eyebrow, are all constructed with mu. Eyes are important, without which we couldn't see. We have a verb which we use almost every day. 看, to look at something. A hand over an eye to block the sunlight in order to look out to look far. 看 is just the general term. There are many other ways to look at things, such as 眨, to blink. 眨, mi, to squint. I'm probably going to do this when I'm older. Mi, miao, to aim at something when you have a target before shoot. Miao, ding, to stare, to look at something for a really long time. Ding, and even 睡, to sleep, when you close your eyes. 睡, if unfortunately you can't see anything. 盲, blind. 盲, to describe people who have this problem. 盲人, blind people. 盲人, but to say if we do something without a target, without a planning, in a very disorganized way, blindly, we say 盲目. It's like you can see, but you choose not. 盲目. Now, let's move to the sides. 耳, ears. 耳. We don't have so many ear characters as we can find with eyes. I'd like to introduce you 3 of them. 聪, sharp in hearing, could hear very well. 聪. There's an idiom called 耳聪目明, which means very sharp in hearing and seeing. And if we take 耳 and 目 away from this idiom, you get 聪明, which means smart, intelligent, clever. 聪明. It is like being able to listen and be able to observe things very well, provide you a good basis of being a wise person. 聋, deaf. 聋人, people who are deaf. 闻, to hear. 闻, therefore we have 新闻, basically things you've heard quite recently. 新闻. You might wonder, isn't this one 听 also means to hear, to listen to? You're right. That's the modern version. And it's also very much simplified in writing. Originally, it looked like this. Very, very complicated. And with R, the ear in it. Maybe we could interpret this modern version as, before you listen to the others, shut your mouth off. Therefore, this little square on the right side, representing the mouth. 口. The ancient people were very productive with this radical. They created over 1,000 characters. Many of them are verbs. 吃. You might be already familiar with that. 吃. 喝. To drink. 喝. 唱. To sing. 唱. 叫. To shout or to call. 你叫什么? What's your name? Literally, how the other people could call you. 喊, to yell. Let all your emotions out. 喊 吹 to blow. 吹 咬 to bite. 咬 咽 simply to let the food down the pipe. 咽 吞 to swallow. 吞 吵 to make some noise or to quarrel with people, to have a verbal fight. 吻 to kiss. 吻 吐 to spit out something or to vomit. Same word. 吐 喷 to skirt. 喷泉, for example, that means fountain. Visually, the water bursting out. 喷泉 喷嚏 to sneeze. A burst out of mixture of air and water from inside of your body. 喷嚏 呼吸 to breathe. 呼吸吸 let it in. 呼 let it out. 呼吸嗅 to sniff. 嗅 in order to get the smell. Now you might wonder, these two actions are more nose related rather than the mouth. You're right. The thing is, we have 鼻, which means the nose. However, because it's so complicated to write, altogether 14 strokes, which made it so difficult to be squeezed together with the other parts in order to form new characters. 口 is way easier to write. Two of them, 鼾, which means to snore, does have this part on the right side, right? But in daily life, we replace it with 呼噜. And the other one, 痚, which was a brutal punishment of cutting the nose off, which only exists in history rather than being alive in daily life. The other reason might be the nose and mouth are anyway so close, they're like roommates. The mouth also plays a part in those nose-dominating actions. Lastly, we have 吞, 舌, inside of the mouth. 舌, the tongue is very busy. On one hand, it has many sensors over it in order to taste, to savor, to enjoy the food and drinks. On the other hand, it plays a vital part in speaking, talking. Therefore, we have on one hand, 甜, sweet. 甜, 甜, to lick. 甜. And on the other side, we have 话, a talk, a chat, a speech. 话 emphasize on the content, which can be found in a lot of words. 说话, say something. 讲话, speak about something. Give a speech. 谈话, it's like a bunch of people discussing something, talk about a topic. 说话, 讲话, 谈话. Alright, you've learned 5 characters from I to the tongue, and you've learned a lot of words and characters, which now you can relate directly to these parts. I hope that was useful for you. If you happen to know other words with any of these features in, write them in the comment. See you next time. 再见.